Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we are going to be going over United States Antimony Corporation, ticker symbol UAMY. Now, I've had a lot of people asking me to do this particular stock, especially in the comment section, and I finally got some time to do it after this weekend here on Monday. So we're going to be going over this stock and why people are so interested in this stock. For those of you who do not know what this company does, we'll be going over that and kind of the application for what they do. We'll also be getting into some technical analysis and some price predictions for this stock as well. But before we get into any of that, I want you guys to go ahead, give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. Thank you guys so much for the support on this channel. I really do appreciate it. And also, I have my Instagram link down below if you would be interested in following that. I put new details out about this channel on that daily. So if you guys want to learn more about the channel and see what we're doing, get some updates, go ahead and follow that. But let's get right into this daily chart here on UAMY. As you can see here, past price action was trading, pretty low into the $30 and $40 range. And then we do get a cross above the 250 EMA here to about the 50-cent range. And then we kind of just keep testing it and bouncing off of it until we get a rather large bounce all the way up to around $1. We get a little bit of a rejection off that till about 73 cents. And then we have a huge increase. We come all the way up at the peak to around 257, 260, and then we kind of follow, recent market movement back down all the way to test this 50 EMA around $1.99, and then we are kind of bouncing up off of this to come up to consolidate around the $1.30, $1.20 range. So that's kind of where price action is at currently, but let's get right into UAMY as a company and what they do. So we have their website here, the United States Antimony Corporation, and you can kind of see right away this is a pretty outdated website, something they definitely should be looking to, update. It's very, very old looking. But what they do is they're a rapidly growing natural resource company that is increasing its raw material supply of antimony from properties in Mexico and third parties around the world. So yeah, they just get into, you know, raw materials and that have a lot of, uses, and they have mills kind of all over the world, but especially in the United States. Right here, their antimony plant is in Burns Mining District of Sanders County, Montana. However, they have to, kind of disclose to us we have no proven reserves or probable reserves of antimony, as these terms are defined by the Security and Exchange Commission, the SEC, which is their governing body, and environmental restrictions preclude mining at this site. So that is not any good news for any potential investors out there. And I do want to disclose to you guys, I do not have any holdings or interest in this company, but you guys have been asking for it, so I will deliver for this stock for you guys who are interested. And those who are just hearing about this, this is a very speculative stock. So be very careful if you decide to put your money in this stock. I want to also point out mining was suspended in December 1983 because antimony could be purchased more economically from foreign sources. So some, bullish kind of thinking here is that with the current administration, the Biden administration, they want to take a lot of this, uh, economic stuff from away from these foreign resources and start using stuff here in America. So what people are kind of thinking is that even though it's going to be more economically feasible from foreign resources, but the current administration would like to start doing this here in America on our own soil. So that is kind of some bullish thinking for this company, is that the current administration will want to start using their antimony here in the United States in their current mills that we have here. But also, so in our existing operations in Montana, they do produce antimony oxide, sodium antimonate, antimony metal, and precious metals. So they are getting something out of current operations, especially this antimony oxide, which is a white powder that is primarily used in conjunction with halogen to form synergistic flame retardant system for plastics, rubber, fiberglass, textile goods, paints, coatings, and paper. So there is a lot of uses for the stuff that they're already doing. And I won't go over everything as it's pretty long-winded, but there's something that I do want to point out is that they can sell antimony metal for use in bearings, storage batteries, and ordnance. But these storage batteries is also something that a lot of people are looking at because with a lot of hype around EV, the sector as a whole, they're thinking that antimony is going to be a huge kind of thing that these companies are looking at for their batteries. So kind of in tune with the current administration wanting to use antimony or get some mills up instead of using foreign sources. They want to use it here in the States. And also with the use of storage batteries, for this antimony, they're really thinking that those combined is some bullish sentiment for this company that they could see this, taking up. And obviously, this is a very speculative play. So just keep that in mind if you do plan on playing UAMY. It is very, very speculative. However, if there is any news, this stock could definitely see some increases in the price. I see a lot of other YouTubers also talking about this. So I do see that any good news that this company would get would definitely push this price up. So with that being said, let's also get into their zeolite, which is where they own 100% of their Bear River Zeolite Company, which is incorporated in 2000. So that's good. They have, full interest in their zeolite kind of company and what they do. Again, they have to disclose no proven resources, no probable reserves, that the SEC is making them say that. And there's also, zeolite refers to a group of industrial minerals that consist of hydrated, I'm not even going to try to say that, that holds cations such as calcium, sodium, ammonium, and various heavy metals, and potassium in their crystal lattice. So you guys can go over kind of all this other stuff that zeolite can kind of do. I won't go into it too much as there is a lot of stuff. They also discuss their precious metals, gold and silver, that they have operations in Mexico to kind of, get that. The shakedown of the cyanide plant at Puerto Blanco has progressed as expected, and we look forward to becoming a gold and silver mining company. So they are very bullish on their gold and silver mining, which would definitely, give some bullish kind of thinking to this stock, some bullish momentum. But yeah, you guys can definitely go over this website for yourself. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own due diligence on this company. It is a very speculative play, so please be careful if any of you are planning on, getting in on this stock. But let's get into some charts here. Let's look at some long-term plays here on UAMY. Sorry about that. We definitely obviously don't have a lot of past price action in this area. We just kind of have this little section here to go off of. However, we got to do our best with what we have, and I definitely think I can get some good plays out of this. So we definitely see some good support held here at around $1.10. And also, if you want to plot out another support, just in case it does fall below that, that looked like a great support as well. Or also, you could use the 50 EMA as it continues to climb. It looks like it would follow the 50 EMA up, but it looks around pre-market here on Monday that we are going to be slightly above this kind of area. However, I do want to plot it as, if we do get to open above this kind of area here at 134. This will then be a support. However, if we do get a open below, it will be resistance. So that's kind of a key area, especially for price this morning. And then our next kind of key area will be around here. You can see past price action kind of came up to here, couldn't break again more recently around 161. So we'll be looking for that if price stays above the 134. We'll be looking for it to come up and test this as a resistance. There's not a lot of kind of things to go off of in between here. However, if you are day trading the stock, we can definitely take a closer look in this area to see if we can get any previous price action, some supports and some resistances. However, long term on the daily chart, there's nothing kind of in this range, so be very careful playing around in this range. If you guys can get this to kind of retest this support here at 134 to then continue up to this next resistance, that's probably your best play for a long-term trade. And or for your best entry if you're looking to get in the long term. And then we probably have our final resistance here, where kind of price came up to kind of ending here at 207. So that's kind of your long-term support and resistance lines if you guys are looking to be in this for a while. Let's look at the 30 minutes to kind of give you guys some short-term trades. So yeah, it looks like we are going to be closing above here at 134. And a kind of key area of resistance that I wanted to point out was here at the 200 EMA. This is a very strong kind of resistance. So if you are looking to get into this again, I would like to see a kind of a retest of this kind of support here at 134 to come down, retest, and then that would be your price point as soon as you see a rejection off the support to continue up to 144 at the 200 EMA. That is then going to be a trouble area, as the 200 EMA is very strong resistance. However, if we do get a break, we could definitely take this all the way up to our daily resistance at 162. And then probably I would say this is probably right here, a good resistance point as well here at 182. So we'll be looking at that kind of as our support and resistance lines, and I will definitely kind of show you guys what I'm thinking here. So as you can see, if we get price to kind of come down, reject off this support at 134 today, come back up, show good confirmations that there was a rejection, you could then take it to our first price target at the 200 EMA here at 144 with stop loss just below the support, just in case it does kind of go the opposite way. Instead of getting, rejecting and coming up when we're in and continuing up, it will then come back down below the support. So be careful if it does cross down below the support. That is when you want to be out of this, because that makes the support then a resistance area. So once you get across below the support, it becomes resistance, and at that point it will show bearish momentum. So you want to be out of this stock at that point. You do not want to be in a buy when this thing is going down. So be very wary of that. And if it does happen, you can you probably use this 50 EMA as kind of your next support to see if it comes down to test. And if we get a solid rejection off that, we would then be looking for it to test this as a resistance point. But if things do go our way and we do continue up, we'll be looking to come up to here around the 200 EMA. And at this point, I would be looking to take a sizable portion out of my position. However, this is up to you. This is your capital. But this is, since it's being such a speculative play, this 200 EMA is going to be a very, very problem area for you guys, a very strong resistance. However, if we do get a break above kind of this area, we can definitely take it up to our next resistance. After you take your partial profit out here at 144, price would then be kind of in this area above the 144. And again, we can see a huge stop loss here, which gives price the ability to come back down and take us out at a loss. And we do not want that to happen. So we are going to trail our stop loss. I actually had a comment in one of my earlier videos on SNDL asking why I don't use a percentage to trail my stop loss. And to kind of further explain this, I want you guys to, I definitely understand using a percentage, and if that's what you're comfortable with, that is totally fine. If you're only willing to risk a certain percentage of your capital, that is great, as long as you're trailing your stop loss. However, for me personally, I like to base my stop loss using candle formations and stuff like that instead of an exact percentage. I feel more comfortable and more confident in my ability to read candles. And at this point, you're still, at a significant profit. So that is kind of why I use candle formations instead of a percentage of profit, just because I feel like that is how I best know where price is going to kind of be at, instead of using just a percentage of my, kind of my buy, or whatever you guys want to call it. But definitely you can use percentages if that is what you are comfortable with. There's nothing wrong with that. But getting back into this, we'll be up here at 162 is our next partial profit. So once it comes up to here, we're taking a partial profit again, reducing our position, making sure we are taking gains. And then we have our next price target here at 182. Moving price up here, waiting for good confirmations above, and then again continuously trailing our stop loss, making sure we are not losing any gains that we already have. I think a good kind of thing here is just put it in a place where you are comfortable with the amount of money you're losing. If you're willing to lose more money and kind of be in the stock a little longer, if you're more confident in it, it's totally fine to have a greater stop loss. However, I just want you guys to make sure you are, taking the money as you go up, just so you don't miss out on any potential gains that you could have had. I hate to see you guys lose out on money, so I'm trying to protect you here. Just make sure you're trailing your stop loss in areas where you're willing to lose. And then we have our final kind of take profit here at 207, and I would definitely recommend pulling out of this stock at this price. It is a very speculative play, so if it does come back to the recent highs that we saw previously, I would definitely recommend getting out of this stock. However, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys, please do your own due diligence on these plays. It is totally up to you on what you do. But with that being said, I think that is all the value I had for you guys today on UAMY. If you liked today's video, please drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and I also have my Instagram linked down below if you'd be interested in following that. But with that being said, as always, guys, have an excellent day. Get some gains in the market, get your money up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.